What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another episode of MUT Recap. It's our weekly series here each and every Monday where we go over everything that's happening in the world of Madden 20 and Madden 20 Ultimate Team. Lots to talk about in today's episode, in this week's episode. Let's get into it. We got a brand new patch today. I'm going to be too busy to make a separate video on all the details of it, but I did want to mention it in this video. It changed some gameplay stuff, not a ton, not a lot to really go over there. The MUT stability, you know, the crazy animations you can get from throwing 50 yards downfield when activated, that has been tuned and nerfed a little bit. I don't know the specifics of it. I'm going to try to remember to link the patch notes down below in the comments section, along with the alternate positions or secondary positions. So this is something that also came out with the patch today. It's a brand new way in MUT to add secondary positions to certain players. There's a list of them. Again, that's what I'm going to link down below. But guys like Rob Gronkowski, Von Miller, Malcolm Jenkins, I think Ray Lewis is one. You now have the ability to change their position, which means they don't lose their chemistry. So a guy like Malcolm Jenkins, who's a strong safety, can be switched to a free safety. All of his chems, abilities, everything will not be nerfed by putting him in a different position. So I really like that. It's something we've been asking for as MUT players for a very long time, and they finally did it. Now, I'm not sure how it works. I'm not going to have the time right now to try to do it in a video. But if you guys need help with it, maybe later tonight when I get home from work, I'll be able to put out a video and go over it in detail. But I did want to cover that really good update to MUT. Also, we got this little cool screenshot when you log into the game for the first time. We're going to talk about future content, of course, towards the end of the video. But as you see, here's kind of a timeline for the month of November. Mid-November, we got the Harvest promo coming to MUT. Late November, NFL 100 Legends hit the Madden Gridiron. I really hope that means that the Legend program in MUT is going to be a little bit revamped or better, because the Legends have just been not very good this year, in my opinion. Early December, we got some KO stuff. Mid-December, Zero Chill, so we know that's coming. And then late December, a new X Factor called Omaha. So a lot of people are speculating that that's going to be a way to probably, you know, like unlimited hot routes, maybe, like an unlimited conductor. I saw somebody, I think Zersky suggested, what if you could see your defensive, your opponent's play art on defense? That would be really cheesy. I would hope that would not be the case, but I wanted to show you guys that. So let's talk about gameplay in Weekend League. For a third straight week, I sat out of Weekend League. This one was mainly because I was trying to grind out some house rules, and I didn't have a chance to qualify last weekend because I was out of town. So I pretty much punted the whole month of October. My monthly rewards, which should come out I think Thursday, are going to be really bad. But let's take a look at the leaderboard. We got to talk about gameplay and disconnects for sure, because that's really a big topic right now. So 125-0. Let's just go all the way to the bottom. Lots of Club Series stuff going on, so I'd expect that the 18 games is probably getting a lot of people in. Not looking like it, though. We're getting to 19 there. Okay, so 19. I think last week we had a ton of 19s, didn't we? This time only about 16, 19. So looks like the competition was a little bit better, but a lot of these people could have losses due to disconnects, because unfortunately there are some things going around. GutFox put out a video. Hopefully, I know EA has seen it at this point, I can confirm that, but hopefully this gets them to get these things stopped. And there's two different ways people are disconnecting people. It felt like that went away for a little while, and it didn't happen to me for a couple weeks. People tend to tweet me when it happens to them. I was getting less and less tweets of it, so I thought maybe it was under control. So I don't know if these new methods are new methods that people found. Unfortunately, it's happening. Guys, I know it's out there and you know how to do it. Don't do it, because you might get banned. They might even do console bans, and you don't want that to happen. So just don't do it. Don't be a scum, man. Don't join these people who are being it. As far as gameplay goes, no Weekend League for me. I played House Rules a lot. I did not enjoy House Rules at all for the what's the back and forth one called? Tug of War. I loved it the first time. This time I hated it. I don't know if it was a mixture of the enraged thing happening at the time, but I just did not enjoy it at all. Gameplay wise, also we had the Cardinals and Texans Club Series. Volterax won for the Cardinals, Mills for the Texans. Heavy runners. Volt had literally a 65 overall quarterback, I think it was. He ran the ball the entire time and still won. And this is against good competition. The Texans Club Series, Jim Brown and that arm bar, it was just bad. Mills played really good defense, though. His defensive scheme and pressure was just really impressive there. But Club Series, it just brings more light to the game about the running game. I personally have not struggled a ton against it, and these are pros going against pros who are struggling to stop it, so I could only imagine what they would do to my defense. But I don't know, man. I haven't had an incredibly hard time stopping the run lately, but I still think there's probably going to be work to do. The patch that came out today didn't really address it at all, so I don't know what really to expect. I think like the pursuit angles are still a little bit broken. The abilities to stop the run are a little bit better, but I just don't know what else they can do to slow down the run other than nerf blocking maybe. I don't know. Pursuit angles is my only answer. If you guys can suggest or think of anything or what your problems are with the game right now, you guys know me. I'm still a big believer in that the brokenest thing, I know that's not a word, the brokenest thing in this game is DBs dropping interceptions in a competitive game mode when your opponent makes a terrible read and just does not pay for it. That's still my biggest concern with the gameplay in this game. Let's recap the content for the week. Monday, we got flashbacks, Alshon Jeffrey, and Demario Davis. I do have the Alshon. You'll see my team at the end of the video. Pretty lackluster card. Tuesday, Team of the Week. This is a rough one for Team of the Week. The heroes were Nick Bosa, trash. Julian Edelman, card was trash. We got to talk about rookie premieres. I've done this over the week, but Nick Bosa, this past Sunday, we got a Football Outsiders Quinnen Williams. Two really bad cards. You look at the stats, you look at the overall, they just don't match, and it just makes you wonder, is EA purposely doing this with rookie premieres? They know it's kind of a free card. Are they handing out stats on cards that they know not a lot of people are going to spend money or coins on, and purposely giving them bad stats because of that? I don't know. They've really been off with their stats a lot all year, and maybe they just need to, I don't know. I feel like just stop making the overalls as high. Like, I would be perfectly fine if these cards had these stats, but the overall said they were lower. That would make more sense to me. It's like, stop decorating this card when we know it's just a garbage can. Put it that way. So the limited was Tevin Coleman. That was a pretty good card, solid card, very expensive, way better options at running back, but nevertheless, still a good card. Heavyweights on Wednesday, Ben Jones, Grady Jarrett. We also got a limited Most Feared Calais Campbell. And what was really concerning about that, and I don't know if it was just the lack of foresight by EA, but when we got that limited card, that was also the start of the arrangement period. And with the arrangement period, it also meant that you couldn't sell any Most Feared cards. So if you were lucky enough to pull a limited Calais Campbell, you couldn't even sell it for 2 days. Lack of foresight, in my opinion, by EA. I guess I understand why they locked the sales of those cards, because they didn't want people to be tricked by the higher overalls. There's a lot of people out there that aren't maybe as savvy in MUT as you and I may be, and they would, just probably overspend for a card that's not going to be a 95 or 98 overall for the rest of the duration of it. So I guess I get why they did it, but it did catch me by surprise. It was on the MUT tips thing, so I just guess I didn't read it, and I'm going to do a better job of reading that going forward. But they locked the sales there, and it really created an influx of bats on the market, which ended up being a good thing. But a lot of people were like, damn, I'm stuck with all these Most Feared cards or all these bats, and I don't want them. I want to sell them, and I can't. I got to wait till Friday. So Thursday, that continued. We also got a Sig Zeke and Levante David. Levante David is another guy that has a secondary position, so he can play outside linebacker as well as middle linebacker. The Zeke card and Levante David, bad stats again. That's kind of a theme that we've been talking about. Also, that was Halloween. We got no Halloween like specials in the store. No, and I think that's because the cards were locked. So I don't know, man. I just wanted to see maybe like some really cool solos that came out that gave you like some really good rewards and just a celebration of Most Feared and it being Halloween. I just wanted to see more there. So moving on to Friday, all of that stuff ended. No more bats, no more Most Feared. We moved on to Series 3. Series 3 had a lot going on. There was a huge market crash. Remember I talked about the influx of bats. Well, bats converted 4-1 to training, and all these bats were in the circulations. I know it's not a word, but it just put a ton of free training out there. Not free, but a lot of training out there. And what people were doing is using that training to open up flashback heavyweight packs. I don't think veterans. And that was making prices incredibly cheap. So you would see flashbacks, 90 overall flashbacks, cheaper than they have ever been before. 89s, 88s. Training was super cheap because of that. We also got some new content with Series 3. We got a group of Journey solos. If I can find them on this screen, they're not going to be there. We got Journey solos. I'm probably not going to play them. I got thrown off when I saw the very first Journey solo was a game where you're down 16-0 and you start in the third quarter. I'm just not here for that. Journey Byron Jones was the reward card. Looked really, really good. Can't knock it, even though I'm an Eagle fan. In my opinion, if you need a cornerback, it might be worth the grind. I personally don't and have the coins to buy other ones, but if you're a no money spent grinder, you probably should play that because it's a solid card. We also got a part of Series 3 was the competitive store updated, so we got a brand new Coach Madden update, which I think once you get that particular collectible, you can get like +1 speed on your team, so that's cool. Competitive Master was Devin McCourty. We also got a guaranteed Redux pack. So once you hit level 70, and we put out a video on how to grind and what solos to play to get to level 70 fast as possible. So go check out my past videos if you haven't seen that or if you're not at level 70 yet. We got a guaranteed Redux pack. My pull ended up being pretty bad. It seems like a lot of people didn't have great luck. Some people did, but it still, I guess, was a way to get those Redux cards out on the market because there's a lot of people that wanted them. Also, we got a power-up pass at level 70, and the good thing of that was that people who may have had those cards that are 91 and 92, they're now dumping those on the auction house because they're replacing them with a power-up pass. So that drove prices down a little bit to make them a little more affordable and a little less rare on the auction house. So I think Series 3 as a whole was actually a big W. A lot of good came from it. Saturday was just discouraging as a MUT player. We got legends, Ed Too Tall Jones, Clinton Portis, Donald Driver was limited. We're seeing this trend now 3 or 4 weeks in a row where we're getting reused theme diamond cards as legends, 2 months after they came out as theme diamonds. So my only kind of hope, and I talked about this earlier, is that NFL 100's legends hit the Madden gridiron. Maybe they're saving all the really good legends for late November into December and beyond. Otherwise, I don't know, man. I'm not cool. I know, listen, people told me they reuse legends all the time, every year. I get it, but not this early. And I could be wrong. Maybe I'm not remembering specifics, but I just don't like the fact that we're seeing a limited Donald Driver when he had a theme builder 2 months ago. And it's probably not even been a full 2 months. Maybe it has, but I don't know. Disappointing. Just makes Saturday, like Legend Saturday, feel not fun and not, it just, I don't like it. That's all I got. Sunday, we got Football Outsiders. They were into the packs. I should have just stayed in the store. We opened up some yesterday. Those were okay. Quinnen Williams, we talked about his rookie premiere, trash. We talked about rookie premieres getting bad stats, and are they purposely doing it? I hope not. The Eckler card was good. Austin Eckler, 90 overall, looked pretty solid. Justin Tucker, kind of disappointing. You can just go get Sly from the Panthers, I think his team is. Much cheaper kicker, basically the same stats with the ability where you can slow down your kick meter. It just makes more sense to get that. And that was really it. Football Outsiders, I don't know. That used to be such a much better program than it is now. So this week, I'm going to go back to the screen. This week, I wouldn't expect too much, guys. Content-wise, we'll get our flashbacks. We'll get Team of the Week tomorrow. We'll get heavyweights. We'll get signatures. We'll probably not get anything on Friday. We'll get Legends on Saturday, and I wouldn't expect much. Mid-November, Harvest promos coming. Does that mean like the 15th? I'm expecting maybe next Friday, so a week from this coming Friday is when we start to see Harvest content. Hopefully it comes a little earlier. Hopefully we get it like Wednesday, Thursday next week. That would be nice. Otherwise, you know, we're probably going to get a Blitz promo. They didn't mention the Blitz promo on here. Hopefully that doesn't mean it's not happening. Maybe they just ran out of spots to put information. But again, this week's probably going to be dry as content goes. And I also got a feeling that you're going to see the market kind of shoot back up a little bit. So if you hold on to your cards or held on to your cards when they were really cheap this weekend and now you're going to sell them like I told you guys to, hopefully you'll make some bank. Team of the Week predictions. Leave yours down below in the comments section. Here's my list. Tyreek Hill, Zach Ertz, Jimmy Garoppolo, Carlos Hyde, Damian Williams, Tyler Lockett. Probably won't though because he just got a most feared card. Bud Dupree, Marlon Humphrey, Shaq Thompson, Harold Landry, and Brennan Scarlett. Those are my Team of the Week predictions. Do they finally give Tyreek Hill a card? Was Zach Ertz touchdown, one touchdown good enough? Does Jimmy G get the offensive hero? Does Christian McCaffrey get the limited? I didn't write him down. I don't know who the fantasy points leader was this year. I'm going to guess McCaffrey. If he gets a limited, that'll probably be a really, really good card. Let's end the video by showing you guys my team. We're at 8.7 mil, boys. We made a lot of good financial decisions this weekend because we upgraded the team. We got some coins. We had some really lucky pulls. If you missed my video yesterday, we got some good pulls with Football Outsiders. We also pulled a couple Redux cards this weekend to get a gold player pack. So here is my offense. Elshon Jeffrey is our new wide receiver at number 1. I put him there because I typically want a bit of a faster receiver at 2, and Torrey Holt's always going to be my slot receiver. So that's why T.O.'s technically not number 1, but he is kind of, well, I mean, Torrey Holt's number 1 overall, but that's why they're configured that way. Put it that way. Offensive line, we finally purchased Redux. Jason Kelsey powered him up, so we're looking good there. Hoping Zach Ertz gets an upgrade. If not, I think I'm going to be using, we get another 91, 92 power-up pass in like a week or two from daily objectives if you've been doing those every day. And I think I'm going to use my other power-up pass on George Kittle if I do. Oh, we also picked up Christian Okoye. He's really cool because when people kind of high kick it to your fullback, he's got the speed to actually return it. He's not going to get popped and fumble the ball all the time. So good investment there. On defense, what else did we change? I think that's really it. We didn't really do much on defense this week. Yeah, not at all. Now that I look at it, it was just a bunch of offensive upgrades. We added Denzel Ward. We got rid of Patrick Peterson. So our CBs are Trufant, Ramsey, Ward, and Dion. Dion's been really, really good. We added Andrew Sendejo. I'm likely going to change my Malcolm Jenkins to a free safety and make him the backup now and take Sendejo off the team. We will be giving you guys this week's Struggle Squad, an update with the Eagle Squad, and I got a bunch of stuff planned for you guys. I'm ready to make a lot of videos. You might even get 2 videos a day for a lot of part of this week. All right, man, I'm out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.